Hi everybody, welcome to the Serpent Tarot. So I've got hopefully what is an exciting announcement. Some of you may have seen a pick a card that I did a little while ago, probably a week or two ago, where I said that I was seriously considering doing a second channel that would be collective readings looking at major astrological transits, major world events, major players on the world stage, that kind of thing, and with a very strong focus on being neutral politically and socially, trying to see where we come together and have similarity, or at least for either side, knowing what the other side thinks. If you have a very strong view, that's fine, but it's always useful, like in preparing for a debate, to know what the other side thinks. So hopefully that's what this channel will provide, particularly around the sort of more politically sensitive topics. So I am going to do it, and it's going to launch in a couple of days from when this particular announcement video publishes. So it's April the 20th that it's publishing in Australia. So in the Southern Hemisphere, probably for most of you who are in that hemisphere, it is April the 20th. For others, it's probably more likely to be sometime on April 19th because of how time zones work. But I will publish videos at the same time on that channel, like the same time of day that I publish them on either Serpent Tarot, but obviously on different days for the most part, or maybe completely, so that you don't get barraged if you happen to be following and subscribe to both channels. So the channel is going to be called Timeline Traveler Tarot, and I really do hope that you like it. I hope that you give it a chance and go and check it out. What I'm going to do in the first week or so of its life is I've got already 3 videos filmed, 3 collective readings filmed, and I'll do the first one, publish the first one, and also an intro to the channel on the day of the launch. And then probably 2 or 3 days later, over that week, there will be the other 2. So it's a kind of a mix. It's a big astrological transit consideration, I guess, that I'm looking at for the first video to launch, which is about both Neptune and Saturn being in Aries and what that could mean. The second one is a political one. It was inspired by some comments from people, friends of mine that I have a lot of respect for, who made me think in the situation at the moment where the Democrat Party is probably trying to find its new leader, how Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a very charismatic and very socially media savvy sort of person would stack up against Trump. So it's actually looking at their astrology and then also the energies for them. And then the third one is looking at something that came up in a reading that I did just as a bit of a practice for doing this sort of reading, where I feel there might be a new leader going to arise in Europe fairly soon, and it's quite an interesting energy. So just a predictive, speculative reading on that. So hopefully that intrigues you, and you go and check it out. And please, if you do like it, please do sub, please do share, all that kind of thing, because I'd like to get past the first hurdles that a new channel has, so that we can test out whether or not this is something that you and others would like. So I'd really appreciate your support with that. And I would also very much appreciate if you let me know if there are topics you would like me to cover, or indeed if there's a topic there that you would like done more as an individual thing with a picker card on either Serpent Tarot, because we can certainly cross-fertilise the 2 channels in that way. So I really hope you're as excited as I am. It's a bit of an experiment. We'll see how it goes, but so far the readings have been very, very interesting. At least I think they have been. So hopefully you will as well, and I hope to see you there.